So the idea is not to be nativist, not to say we are better. No, the idea is to learn these knowledges, to discuss these things with anyone in the world, but retaining what is valuable in our own culture, and then take the knowledge from wherever so that we can change our own cultures, right? So by now, we should have had a political system in which the bureaucrats do not hold so much power, but rather our elected representatives do. So you shouldn't have to go to the deputy commissioner's office to get something resolved. You should have to go to your local union council, right? And why is that important? It's important because people who are in the union council, by and large, are responsive to you. You can go to them and say, we gave you votes, right? If you don't do this for our street, we will not give you votes. What do you tell to a deputy commissioner? I mean, he is impervious to what you say. The only way you can threaten them is by saying, I'm going to call my representative, I'm going to call my MNA or MPA and tell them you are corrupt. Our previous government, in all their wisdom, even took away that power from the MNAs. So technically, by reducing political influence in bureaucracy, they made the bureaucracy more powerful because no one could hold them accountable anymore. So we could change that. Cultural, I already talked about. Spatial, I don't know. Think of it. When I look at Pakistan, when I travel through it, I feel kind of sad because there are no empty spaces anymore, right? Okay, our population is growing, right? But wherever you go, there is a housing scheme here, a housing scheme there. You can't step out of the highway and say, I'm going to go for a walk here. There are some trees. We are increasingly flattening the land and building massive developments because everyone wants a big palatial house, those who can afford it. But while that is happening, our shanty towns and our mohallas and our poor neighborhoods are also increasing. So we are creating spatially this country which the British had left us, pristine cantonments and uncared for urban cities. We are perpetuating them. There is a flight from the main cities, the old cities, to these new developments. But these are self-contained developments. So what are we creating then? I mean, if you've seen Barrier Town, the young people who grow up there, first of all, there is a flattening of class. Chances are if they run into a poor person, that person is a servant in that area or something. They don't have a chance of living next to someone who might not be rich, who might be poor. So there is a flattening of class. Then there is a artificiality to that life. They have their clubs, they have green lawns like zoos, right? So when these children grow up there, the moment they leave the walls of that development and enter GT Road or enter Sadr, that becomes a hostile territory to them. In their own country, they feel alienated because they are outside of that sanitized neighborhood. Now, I'm not saying we should destroy these neighborhoods, but we should think critically. And this is the same legacy that the colonizers left us, the spatiality of experience.